Hey, it's Taffin here from the Checker Flag Crew, and we're here with AJ Allmendinger to ask him a few questions. So, how are you?
I'm good. Was that your first question?
Yeah.
Wow, that was pretty solid. You're already taller than me. I don't like that. And your mustache is thicker than mine. This is not cool.
All right. So, what is the biggest difference between open wheel racing and NASCAR?
The cars are so different. You know, you got an open wheel car that's say 1,700 pounds. It's got a lot of downforce, around 600 horsepower. And then you got a cup car that's 750, 800 horsepower, 3,200 pounds. Not a lot of downforce. The car slides around more. So there's a lot of differences. It took me a while when I switched over just to learn what a cup car was supposed to feel like. But both types of racing are really fun.
So, who was your biggest influence coming up and coming into NASCAR?
Well, my parents, first of all. I'm an only child, and it was always a family sport. My dad was just a race fan. He raced local dirt tracks, but I was named after A.J. Foyt.
Yeah.
So my parents just loved racing, and then as I grew up, I really liked Jeff Gordon. I was a sprint car fan, so I watched Jeff Gordon Thursday, Saturday Night Thunder. You guys are too young to know what that was, but it was sprint car racing on ESPN a lot, and I just grew up really liking Jeff Gordon, and when he came into Cup, I just followed him.
So, I understand you play video games. So, how realistic are the NASCAR games to the real thing?
If you go on iRacing now and a lot of the simulators, they're really close, but I always say the biggest difference is when you wreck, you still get to hit the escape button and get out. So, but the tracks now, the way they're able to go around and scan the racetracks, they got so many different types of race cars to drive now on that game and all types of games. So I still learn it and go back and try to drive as much as possible, especially like when I'm racing sports cars and I'm trying to learn a new racetrack. It helps me a lot just to figure out where the track's going, what it's supposed to feel like.
So we're going to start a segment called Shifting Gears, and I'm going to ask you a random question.
Are you old enough to shift gears? How old are you?
14.
Ah.
So you're going to tell me why. So if an orange is an orange, why isn't a lime called a green or a lemon called a yellow?
That's pretty good. I haven't been asked that before. I try not to think that deep, but I'm going to have to say because people just make up random names, and sometimes we're not very smart, so they messed up on that.
Why is the word abbreviation so long?
Because you got to have a long enough word to abbreviate. So you got to have the longest word so you can understand what it is.
Fair enough. If corn comes from oil, where does baby oil come from? Or oil come the other way around?
I'm confused now.
All right, let me say it again.
Okay.
If corn oil comes from corn, where does baby oil come from?
Usually comes off a baby's bottom. That's all I know.
Okay. So, to wrap it up, we're going to do another segment called Take a Wild Guess. So, you're just going to take a guess at these questions. So, which state produces the most amount of ice cream each year?
Ooh, most ice cream. I'm going to have to say Idaho.
It's California.
Oh, okay, I should know that. I'm from California.
What % of Americans have ice cream in their freezer at any given time?
I'd have to say at least 65%.
It's 87.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not good.
A lot of people that like to eat ice cream.
Approximately what % of people in the U.S. eat pizza regularly?
Oh, I'm gonna go. What do we consider regular? Once a week?
Yeah.
You have no clue. You're just making that up. I'm gonna say 81%.
94.
What?
Yeah.
You need to start eating some salads out there, people.
How many slices of pizza is consumed each second in the U.S.? It's crazy.
Each second?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 1.3 million.
350. Which state has the most number of airports?
Gotta be Texas.
How many?
Major airports, I'm gonna say.
Any airport.
Oh, any air. 21.
It's like 1,400.
1,400. I don't know.
We'd like to thank AJ for the time, and make sure to follow, subscribe, and check out the new website, checkerflagcrew.com.